You have an invisible monster that's killing people right in front of you. You just don't know it yet. You recognize this is a lot more serious than people are realizing, and it happens so fast. A month ago, we had 0 cases in Italy, and it's happened so fast.
Hey everybody, I hope you're all doing well and dealing with whatever state of lockdown or social distancing that you're in. I wanted to share an interview I did with someone this morning. She is living in Italy right now, in Florence. She says everything that she's seeing in America now, she saw a few weeks ago there. So rather than get all fancy like I do with editing and storytelling normally, I think it's important just to get the story out there as quickly as I can. So that's what I'm going to do. I hope you will listen to this interview. I think the information she shares is important. So here's my interview with Heather Evertsen in Florence, Italy. There are a lot of people here who I think are still in denial, disbelief, or I don't know what it is, but they just don't believe this is really happening, or it's not as bad as people are saying it is. It's just the flu. What do you say to those people?
That I felt the same way 3 weeks ago, and I think I was probably more on the lead of being more concerned than everyone else around me. And I didn't want to be the whistleblower or the one saying, hey guys, this is serious. But a lot of people, I mean, the first reaction is you're just in shock. I mean, it's hard to absorb. It's hard to recognize how serious this is. It's so different than anything we've experienced before. And so many unknowns. That was, I think, is the advantage to everyone in the US, because while we were experiencing it here in Italy, there was just too many unknowns. They were still trying to figure out how serious it is, what the symptoms even are, what to look for. And I think it's to the advantage of everybody in the US to see, okay, how is it spreading? How quickly is it spreading? So I think everyone in the US is a little bit to advantage. We didn't have any warning at all. We were suddenly locked down. Like, we were getting warnings and everything was getting shut down. School is getting canceled. Events are being canceled, and they were restricting, but everyone was still interpreting that. Nobody was taking it seriously. And then all of a sudden, lockdown, complete lockdown. And I don't think anyone in the US is really having serious full lockdown like we have right now. They're hearing lockdown, but it's a lot more than I think anybody I haven't heard anyone in the US describing their lockdown like it is here. And it is a lot more intense than I think people realize. When you get full lockdown, it's serious.
And Americans will say, well, we're not Italy. We're very different. We have a different population makeup. There are a lot of smokers in Italy, not so much in America. It won't affect us like it will there.
I think we felt the same way about China. China is so different than Italy. Looking at China way far over there just seemed like, oh my goodness, how sad for them. And look at us now. So
So what would your advice be to us here?
um, it's hard to say, but stay inside. It took us a while. I mean, people were stopping and starting to work at home, and they're doing school at home, and they're slowly stopping what they were doing, but still out and about. Italians have hard habits to break. They kiss. We all kiss everybody, and that's a hard thing to meet your friend on the street and go, oh, elbow bump. You just don't do that. It's a hard habit to break, and we continue doing the things that we do, even though we're limited. And looking back now, seeing how we were causing more of a problem, that's my best advice. Like, just stop what you're doing. Even now, we can't even go out for a walk for exercise. It's just getting food and medicine is all you can do right now. And even when people see people walking outside, uh, everyone's just like, what are you doing? Stop, just stay put. Because whether you're healthy and you're fine and you're safe from this virus, you're hurting other people by just being out and walking around. So my advice is stop what you're doing. Be home with your families. So I guess the best thing to say as a warning is you have an invisible monster that's killing people right in front of you. You just don't know it yet. And to see our neighbors in Bergamo is not very far from Florence. There's not a single person in that town that hasn't lost somebody. It's heartbreaking, and you recognize this is a lot more serious than people are realizing, and it happens so fast. A month ago, we had 0 cases in Italy, and it's happened so fast. And we don't even know the magnitude of it yet because we're just at the beginning where we're going to start seeing cases in Florence. And they say probably the end of March is when we'll be at the peak. But Italy has already surpassed all of China, and we're a very small country. And just yesterday alone was almost 700 deaths in one day. So all those
Americans,
people that were doubting before and questioning it, not a single one of them is now. They're all taking it very serious.
and the beautiful city that you live in, which is normally just teeming with people, is a ghost town now.
I can't even go and see what that looks like.
You've seen pictures.
Only pictures. We don't have the right to leave our house. I couldn't walk around for fun just to sneak a picture. That's not even an option.
How weird is that to know that Florence is just deserted?
It's eerie. It's eerie. Yeah, it's just a zombie town. It's a ghost town. Yeah.
Also, I want to talk about what you're doing on YouTube right now because that's helping people and that's helping people here in the United States.
Well, the YouTube thing is great. I was excited about it. And just like I said, I intended it for so many different things, marketing my business, which don't know if that's still going to be around. But my hope was to share exciting things, but also inspire people. And this isn't what I had in mind with my YouTube channel, but that's what I could see. I'm ahead of people, and I could see, I know what they're going to experience next. I know what's going to happen next. I've already experienced it all. And I was pretty happy on the response I had on one of the videos that so many people were like, thank you, that was a great idea. And I never thought of that. Even my own parents who I was talking to every day were saying, oh my gosh, glad you mentioned that. So maybe that's my new path, but yeah, I'm grateful that there's an opportunity or a mechanism that I can somehow share that, but also I've been through that depression. I've been through that that hard hit, and I know other people are going to do that, and you come out fine. You get up and you keep going. So if there's a way that I can inspire people and help other people get through it, maybe that's going to be, it's rewarding. I'm glad that it's an opportunity that I can share.
Tell me what life has been like for you under lockdown.
Well, the last 3 weeks, completely upside down. It's hard to describe. We haven't been able to plan anything more than 12 hours in advance the last 3 weeks. And things changed hourly, and we never knew what to expect. So now that we know we can't go anywhere and we're stuck, complete lockdown has actually been a refreshing normalcy the first time in a month. I live in my favorite city in the world. I'm doing things I never dreamed I would, and it was through hard trials that got me there. So I'm going to just go forward, and I'm having an incredible time with my children. We're doing things we haven't done for a long time, all the things we've put off. We're going down the list. We are going to town. We're organizing everything in the house. We're journaling. We're studying scriptures together. We're having deep, heartfelt conversations. We're taking the time for each other. And that in itself is a blessing.
Yeah, lots of great blessings are coming out of this very difficult time. Thank you. We'll be in touch. I hope to be there later this year and my trip doesn't get canceled. But
Yeah, there could be exciting things that come out of this, maybe with travel that maybe things will change and it'll be exciting things, completely different than what we originally planned. And for you, I can't wait for your family to come. It'll be great.
yeah, and we'll talk in person. We'll do an interview in person.
Yeah, we'll go film Cinque Terre together. Go see
Nice.
some cool stuff.
Yeah, and you can teach me
Awesome.
all the right words to use because my Italiano is no bueno. I think that's
Oh,
Spanish.
yeah, that was Spaniel. But I
Perfect.
definitely won't let you get, you can only get the best gelato. You just can't get any gelato.
Yeah.
So I'll make sure you get the right pasta and the right gelato.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You can check out Heather's YouTube channel at Heather's Italian Travels. Subscribe to her. She's got great information. She's doing videos to help people navigate through this based on what she is dealing with in Italy, which is a few weeks ahead of what we're dealing with now. And we're seeing everything that they went through happening now in America. And please subscribe to my channel if you would. It helps keep me going. And I'll try to keep doing videos in my self imposed lockdown right now. Thanks for watching.